Hello ladies and gentlemen, Top Hat Gaming Man here, and today I have decided to release a third edition within what I would like to refer to as my horrible Nintendo trilogy. I started out earlier this week creating a little video about some of my negative experiences with the Super Nintendo Mini. For example, how short the wires are and how it doesn't function very well on a giant television. After that, I uploaded another video about some of my negative experiences with the Nintendo Switch. Firstly, the fact that it is a new console, to be fair, so there isn't a vast amount of games available for it yet. But more importantly than that, its lack of functionality as a bloody portable. Firstly, it's big, it's cumbersome, it can't fit in your pocket, and more importantly than that, it has a terrible, embarrassing battery life. Much like the Sega Nomad and the Atari Lynx, which came earlier in history, which also tried to push the envelopes in terms of portable graphics, but due to the lack of battery on those devices, they just weren't very functional or useful. And that's pretty much how I feel about the Nintendo Switch today. But anyway, I got quite a lot of backlash for some reason because I dared to voice a negative opinion towards a big faceless corporation who wants to take your money, but for some reason you wanted to defend them. I don't really understand. Well, actually I do, and we'll get to that. But yes, the third part of this trilogy, we are going to be discussing are Nintendo fans horrible? Which is quite a complex question, I suppose. But before we get to that, another negative people was trying to throw at me in the comment section was, why do you keep uploading clickbait? Which got me thinking, yes, I do upload clickbait. Every single video I make is clickbait. Every piece of media put out on every television station is essentially clickbait. Every newspaper, every magazine on the shelves in stores is basically clickbait. Every single piece of media out there, well, 95% of it anyway, is produced with the intention of being seen and making money. My content is no different, obviously. So any piece of media I'm going to produce, I'm going to try and get as many eyes on it as possible. If I wasn't, that would essentially make me a terrible businessman and terrible YouTuber. So why would you want me to be trying to create content that doesn't get viewed? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. There'd literally be no point in me making videos, would there? Further to that as well, I think some of you might be a little bit uneducated and confused. Rather than accusing me of clickbaiting, because I suppose the negative connotations have got attached to clickbaiting because they're getting confused with misleading clickbait, which is a different thing altogether. And it's something I don't really do on my channel, to be fair. I can't actually recall doing it at all. Maybe I've done it once or twice and forgotten about it, but I do not recall making misleading clickbait. An example of misleading clickbait is like you get those big horrible channels, don't you? Those really big ones run by rich bastards like PewDiePie who upload videos about essentially nothing and put titles on them like, I don't know, so I'm dying, ... And then you click on the video and it'd be something like, I'm dying to play the Nintendo Switch. See, that's misleading clickbait. That's what I think people are getting confused about. And that's definitely something I never do, because every piece of content I upload, the thumbnail of the video is what gets people to click, and the thumbnail relates directly to what I'm talking about. So I'm never responsible for misleading clickbait. So everyone who goes on about, oh, everything you produce is clickbait, all I can say is, thank you. Thank you for informing me that everything I am making is essentially palatable to you. So you think everything that I am making looks like it's good enough that people are going to want to click it. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for accusing me of clickbaiting and making good content what people want to see. So yes, thank you for that. So now we're on to the other half of that sword, if you will, which is the Nintendo fans. Are Nintendo fans horrible? Well, you've got those twats who, right, oh, you clickbait's evil and all that. But the other thing as well, I have no objections whatsoever for people in my comment section to say, Mr. Top Hat Gaming Man, you're wrong. The Nintendo Switch is awesome, and this is why. Or Mr. Top Hat Gaming Man, you are incorrect. The Super Nintendo Mini is an excellent product. and here's why. But no, it's full of uneducated delinquents on the whole. And instead of actually saying, yes, I really like that product, and here's why, you go, Top Hat Gaming Man, I hate you. How dare you insult that faceless corporate company who've tricked me into buying them. I don't even know what I'm saying sometimes because I'm talking completely on the fly. But what I am trying to say is that it's a big ruse. You've been tricked by these big corporations into essentially becoming fanatics. And becoming a fanatic is the worst thing possible. To give you a quick dictionary definition of the word fanatic, it is a person filled with excessive and single-minded zeal, especially for an extreme religious or political cause. So essentially, it's someone who will not listen to any reason or objection whatsoever. And if someone has a different view to them, they will just essentially attack them. So let's think about this a bit more. It's terrifying, actually, that a corporate company like Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, etc. can brainwash people to that capacity through simple marketing to defend them at every turn. It's a bit scary, really, because it's a good thing, really, that these people are fans of Nintendo. Because if they wasn't fans of Nintendo, who knows? Maybe religions could have snatched them up and they could have ended up fundamental terrorists or something like that. So yes, fanatic. I suppose it's a little bit of a dirty word, which is, I suppose, why we use the more endearing term occasionally. Well, it's endearing in a way. We like to use the word fanboy instead when it comes to corporate entities rather than the word fanatics, which we attach to politics and religion and stuff like that. But it's a little bit scary, isn't it, how easily people can be manipulated? Like literally Nintendo are just a corporation who want to make as much money as possible. And it's scary that they can manipulate the general public to spread their message of hate for them, if you understand what they're saying, because obviously you've got a lot of people attacking me just because I hold different opinions to others. Thankfully, a lot of people do not seem to be susceptible to such brainwashing, which is quite fortunate. There does seem to be more sane people within my comment section than there are just completely mad ones who have become Nintendo zealots. But yes, I suppose what we could take from it, hopefully, is Nintendo is a brand what's marketed strongly towards children. So with a bit of luck, a lot of the negative comments aren't even from fully grown adults, and they're just from children, which would be a lot more understandable because obviously it's harder for a child to come up with a balanced argument than it would for a fully grown adult to come up with a balanced argument. So we can only hope that a lot of these negative comments aren't actually from dangerous Nintendo fanatics, and they're instead just from misinformed children who are getting a little bit too excited about the media I am creating. Okay, so we've talked about fanatics and fanboys, and one element we've not talked about is fandom, I suppose, is groups of fandom. So you've got Nintendo, for example. They've obviously got annoying fandom, but on the same hand, obviously, Microsoft have got an annoying fandom as well, full of idiots shouting down microphones at each other, and Sony are in a similar boat as well. And then you've got PC on top of that, who are even more annoying with their PC Master Race nonsense, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? So you've got irritants in literally every area of fanhood. So maybe just gamers are twats, basically. Like everywhere you look in gaming, you're surrounded by bloody idiots. But then again, to be fair, looking around the world, if you look all over the world, it mainly consists of idiots anyway. So it's not unique to Nintendo, and it's not unique to gaming, it's just a humanity thing. On average, more people seem to be a lot stupider than me, I suppose. But anyway, back to fandom specifically, you obviously hear all sorts about lunatic Nintendo fans, like that idiot, for example, who bought all the Rosalina amiibo so no one could have one just because he didn't like Rosalina. And then, what else? Undertale, for example, it's not made by Nintendo, but an example of a horrible fandom. Kind of like what the Nintendo fandom do to me, where they berate me for expressing negative opinions about the product. Markiplier, a big YouTuber who does create misleading clickbait, I may add, I think he done a Let's Play of Undertale a while back. And because he did not play through the game in the same structure as a lot of the hardcore fan base like to play through it, Many of them just went crazy in his comment sections going, "Wee! Why are you playing the game this way? You need to play it that way, not that way. Play it the way we want you to play it." And in the end, he just stopped the Let's Play because the annoying fandom got to him that much. Personally, I can take the heat. So if the Nintendo fanboys want to keep abusing me, go ahead, because it's benefiting me more than it's benefiting you. The more you put nasty comments in my comment sections, the further the YouTube algorithm's going to push my video up and the more views I'm going to get. So go ahead, keep abusing me. But if you want to do something constructive for a time, actually, I don't know, contribute to the conversations in a constructive manner, because that's the main focus of these videos, is to get people talking and come up with great ideas and stuff. Like I said, I did not even intend to make this video a three-parter, to turn it into a trilogy. It came purely off the back of all the comments. I roll with the punches, I go with the flow. Everything I make is pretty organic. Obviously, except for the videos, I put loads of research into it. It takes absolutely ages. But even then, I'll upload one of those and people will watch that and they'll think, they like that, I'll make this next. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will continue on YouTube to voice some of my controversial, sometimes slightly irritating opinions to some, and at the same time, I will continue to upload clickbait. Cheerio!